Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to Wrestling Gab. It is Saturday, but it is a special. We got a 1 hour special tonight, guys. It is Battle of the Belts 3, AEW special. Lots of championship matches happening.
Yeah, championship matches. That stuff.
I don't know if this was pre-recorded, and so if you guys know the spoilers, you can say them or whatever.
Yeah, well, I don't know any spoilers, so I can't
either.
tell them.
They're starting it out right now. It's like blah, 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 blah. TNT Championship. We're going to get that Wardlow match right out of the gate.
20-minute limit of this one.
Jay
Film
Lethal.
is in the chat. Ayla's out there. Desmond is out there. Hey, guys. Good to see you for a minute here on a Saturday. Hopefully you guys had a good day. All that good jazz out there.
Wardlow. Anyways, Jay Lethal. However you say his name.
Jay Lethal is the one that's going after the belt. He's the one going up against
challenger.
Wardlow.
The challenger.
All started with their picking on what's-his-face.
I don't pick on faces.
Last week, Orange Cassidy. Somehow Wardlow wanted to get involved in that,
well,
which is weird.
we knew him and Lethal were having some issues.
They were having a beef like a cow. Desmond says it was pre-recorded and spoilers, but I won't spoil it. Well, that's good, because I don't want to. I didn't
even think about that.
That they would have it pre-recorded,
yeah, I didn't
and
even
then
look.
everybody would tell everybody what happened.
I didn't look online.
Those bastards!
Here comes Wardlow.
What a bunch of loser faces, pre-recording crap.
Why wouldn't they?
Boo, Tony Khan! Boo! Boo on you! Boo on you! No.
Do things live.
He's 277 pounds. It's your TNT champion, Wardlow. So, do you think he's going to win? I have a feeling he's going to keep his title for a little bit longer.
Wardlow retains.
But then who does he fight up with? Miro? You having a fight with Miro?
Miro's going with blacks. Black, not blacks.
I call him the Blacks.
House of Black.
The House of Black. You know, because he got spit in the face. We haven't seen Sting since he got spit in the face either. Ooh, maybe he needed to take a break and a hiatus. Because he got injured? Was he broken before that happened?
I'm sure he's getting close to retirement.
You think? I thought he was retired before.
No, I mean like a real,
oh, like he's
fade him out.
really going to be gone? Like he's like, I can't do this
I
to
think
my
they'll
body
have
anymore.
him go one-on-one with Darby.
Oh, they have to have a fight. They have to hate each other for a minute.
And then they'll go ahead and
that guy
carry on.
Putting up his sign about signing him. He's like, look, I'm a great tiny little wrestler. You'll love me, Tony Khan. Jay Lethal went outside the ring and said he didn't really want to do this match. But Desmond says it should be a good match. Well, Jay Lethal's a jumpy bean kind of guy, isn't he? Wardlow likes to grab him and then squish them like they are acorns or walnuts.
Wardlow's a little bigger.
In his fist. Oh, what a jerk. He totally, got distracted, and then he took advantage of the distraction.
Right. As it gets going. A little Tony Schiavone distraction words there, too.
Oh, he got kicked in the face for his troubles of distracting.
Yeah, Wardlow throwing him into the corner. Picks him up. Backdrop.
Lethal has his fancy pants on tonight with all of his glitter.
A little glitter. Almost look like they're bedazzled or maybe even lit up.
Bedazzled fancy pants. I don't like Wardlow's weird little outfit. I don't like the weird onesie thing. It's kind of creepy, actually. Then they get all weird and, take off the top half, he's like Big E, and they do that. They're like, I'm hulking up!
When they go for their finisher, which he will do when he goes to do his power bomb.
It's like, ew.
Wardlow ain't scared of the big man. He's like, you might be taller than me, but you ain't coordinated, homie.
That Sanjay guy has ginormous ears.
Yeah, he's a pinhead.
I never noticed how big his ears were. They're, really big. That's crazy. I mean, comparatively.
Well, he can probably hear you right now.
Probably. That's how, It's kind of crazy.
I think they were just showing their video game in the corner. That's what it looked like. Maybe it
wasn't.
wasn't.
I think they're showing what's happening tonight. The ROH World Championship is tonight as well. Konosuke Takeshita is going up against Claudio for that ROH Championship.
Right.
Anyways,
Wardlow
sounds like
picks him up,
AEW
spins him
video
around,
game
drops
release
him
is
down.
coming soon. Yeah, sometime later this year, like November or December, supposedly. Piccolo's in the chat, though. Hey, Piccola. What's up, my man?
Yeah, we don't know exactly
Yeah.
the date, the release date, but it's probably going to be around like the 5th.
Hopefully this is on before you go out partying for the night. You be safe out there. Don't be getting in trouble with all those cougar ladies.
In Florida?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard that the old people like to
Jay
sleep
Lethal
around
looks
and
like
get
he's
chlamydia.
hurt.
Heard it? Oh no! He's got water on the knee. Oh, what a creepy fruit roll up.
Yeah, he faked the water on the knee.
Is that really that crafty? Oh shit. So
Wardlow spills to the outside
was
after missing the
supposed
spear.
to hit the post in the corner, my friends. He missed said post with his shoulder and fell
Spilled
down
to the
on
outside.
his wrist, kind of funny. Hopefully he's okay. And Desmond says they said it will be called AEW Fight Forever. Sounds like a really
What is? Oh, the game, yes.
game
I did know
name. But okay. I don't know what that
A
was.
bathtub.
The what?
Bathtub or a sink, maybe. But it sounded bathtubby.
I thought it was a whatchamacallit.
Candy bar.
Yes, I thought it was a candy bar. I'm distracted by the candy bar. 90 seconds in picture-in-picture,
We got a
don't go
90-second
away.
commercial break, but it is picture-in-picture, so we'll all be good.
Lethal and
Little
his
high five
fancy
on the
pants.
outside.
Anyways, we have somebody. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't
Speak
know
emoji.
your name because it is different. Anyway, it says, hi, girl. Oh, yes, kissy faces.
Blow him one back.
That is the girl. He is right here. I mean, she. It's very nice.
We're not into that. Anyways.
Anybody can be whatever pronoun they want to be and then switch it up anytime they want. So, it works. Anyways, Vindicator's in the chat. Hey, Vin. He says, Ayla! Dalitha! Travis!
Woo!
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 Guy Dawson's in the chat. Hey,
Hey,
Guy.
Guy.
He gave us a whole bunch of emojis. Thank
I
you
know.
very much. And then he retracted them. But awesome.
So we couldn't put
Throw
it
some
together.
emojis right back at you. Vindicator says, hey, Travis, would you consider Jay to be a big guy? AEW Creative loves having him fight the higher boys. LOL.
Gotta see who it was. I didn't hear what you said.
He wants to know if Jay
Jay.
Lethal. Hey, cat.
Jay is not a big man.
He's a tiny little man. And his fancy pants. His fancy man panties he has on tonight.
I feel like he
People's
can hang with big guys.
Woo. JT, is that JT? JT Swaggy in the chat. Hey, JT.
Swaggy,
Says,
that's a great
hi,
name.
can you see my messages?
Yeah, if she's reading
I
them.
just read it, so I must be able to see it. Thanks for joining us today in our little battle for the belts for AEW's.
Basically 2 or 3 matches going on tonight.
Yes.
Was there a women's one?
I don't know if there was. I didn't really pay much attention to that part. My bad. I should have.
I think Thunder Rosa is wrestling, but I didn't see against who.
Ayla's like, Finn! And Vindicator says, bigger boys, I meant. Oh, he fights the bigger boys. I personally wouldn't consider Jay Lethal a bigger wrestler myself.
I like Jay Lethal, but it's the Randy Savage gimmick that did it for me.
Right.
I watched the very first pay-per-view that the pre-AEW had, that All In, and it was great, and he was part of it.
Right.
I laughed so hard that night. There were so many funny things.
Right.
The Dick Flip guy, Jay Lethal, and he was like full Randy Savage at that point.
Yes. He wants to know if you consider him to be a big guy, though. And I personally wouldn't, considering he is literally the same height as the ref, who
No, he's not
barely is a foot taller than the last rope of the rings.
Right. No, he's not a big man. He's not weak, though.
But he is muscular.
He's kind of like a Pac.
He's
or
very
a Tommaso Ciampa type.
Yes, he's a thick man, but he's not a very large man. Let's put it that way.
Height doesn't define heart.
Ravi's in the chat. As we
Speaking
all
of
know with Ravi, with height doesn't define the heart. Isn't that right, my friend? Yes, we know you're a tiny little man, but you have a big
power bomb.
heart.
That's it. Ring the bell.
He's
1,
done.
2, and 3.
Oh, Wardlow retains as he gets attacked from behind from the lawyer with a pencil.
Well, as he should have, because this big guy's obviously
I
going to
think
have
he lost
to get
his
some.
pencil. It's
Get
right there.
some. Oh, look at him flexing.
Oh, he think he cool. The big
Look at that.
guy's
He's
like
got a
here.
size 23 on his chest. Look at the size of that boot. Look at it.
I think he has to get his shoes specially made.
From Shaq.
I don't think they're even from Shaq. I think their shoes are bigger than his. That's good, though. He can keep his balance pretty well. That's actually pretty impressive for such a large man.
He looks like he works out.
Ravi says,
Figure 4.
Hello, how art thou?
Wardlow. He's going to get a broken leg here in a second.
Daughter fine, sir. Well, fantastic. Vindicator says, boo, Ayla. I went through the trouble of putting your name in all caps. I love just using. Pickle's like, Jamie Hayter is fighting T. Rosa. Oh, is that happening? That's one of the other
it's
championships, huh? Cool beans.
Look at all these haters.
So there is a ladies match happening. There you go. Ayla says, then. And Robbie's like, nah, I'm not big. Vindicator says, but it's weird. I actually thought this Battle of the Belt show was going to be champions versus champions.
They don't have enough champions.
Oh, Wardlow kicked the big man in the nuts. What? Like that brings him down to the floor where he belongs.
Here comes a power bomb.
No way. Oh, good. I was going to say, oh, God.
He's too big of a human.
Jay Lethal interfered with that power bomb. I guess he has balls of steel when you're a giant. Oh, look, they're going to throw him through a table, too. Why are they beating up poor Wardlow? Who's going to come save him?
Nobody likes Wardlow.
Is he going to be friends with the best friends in Orange Cassidy?
He's a one-man band.
Is it going to happen? Illa's laughing, and Robbie's like, big heart, big, the rest fam. Big soul, big
what?
Hair.
What was the first part?
Big heart, big, the rest fam. Are you being gross? This is why you get teased.
Well, it can't be gross because heart has nothing to do with that.
Vindicator says, nice, thanks, Ayla.
You know what they say about guys with big ears, big hands, and big feet?
They have tiny minds.
They better be packing because that's one goofy-looking motherfucker.
That's true, because that guy is pretty goofy-looking. He is kind of goofy-looking. Not like in a bad way.
He reminds me of that kid in that show that you watch with all the witches.
Witches and kids.
Yeah, they're all sorts of different.
Oh, are you talking about the American Horror Story one? We will not say what it is, but I know what it's talking about. All right, anyways, Vindicator says, Ayla, how much walking did you do today? And, so they beat Wardlow up and then stole his belt and think they're cool, but they're not.
Theft. My feet are instantly numb.
Good.
You're not freezing to death.
That's terrible.
Because if you were freezing to death, you would be dead.
You should do Wim Hof, and then you wouldn't be freezing to death. Oh, let's see. Ravi says, Ayla thought you joined in, but Ravi's like, haha, LOL. And Ayla's like, actually a lot. We had a birthday party today. Chasing after toddlers is exhausting. Probably. JVD is in the chat. Hey, JVD. Say, hey, what's up, people? Vindicator says, AEW uses their tall guys better than WWE. Amasa is undergoing total character reconstruction now.
I wouldn't be surprised if Amasa's just gone here soon with how things are changing, how Triple H basically turned SmackDown into NXT last night. We had Ricochet, Shayna Baszler, and Karrion Kross.
All NXT people.
So I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of these Vince McMahon guys are gone. I don't know if he's doing it out of spite.
Yes.
Because Vince did it to his guys when they would come up. And so it looks like Triple H just might be after Vince's guys. And so we'll see what happens over the next few weeks.
He better be careful what he does because it makes people angry.
I don't think the Karrion thing is going to make people angry.
No, that won't.
Because even your fans that don't even have a fucking clue who he was,
will like him because
they
of
probably
Scarlett.
did see him all weird, but they'll like him because Scarlett will
totally.
carry him.
Oh, look, boobs. I like him. He's got a nice looking woman on his
Right,
side.
and an entrance,
Totally
and I think a lot of the casuals are going to like the entrances that'll be coming.
Yeah.
But the problem's going to come if he starts bringing in the little guys.
Oh, yeah.
And pushing them against the big guys and having them win.
Yep.
That'll be the problem that'll end up hurting, but he can work around that by not doing that.
Yeah.
So, and he does have talent. It just looks like he's kind of trying to push it out as of right now, just visually.
So we'll see how that all works out, right?
Yeah, that's a wait and see.
Yeah, definitely.
But it definitely does look like it's kind of a spite
Oh, totally spiteful.
thing. Because Drew McIntyre was untouchable. Think about that. Drew McIntyre didn't even get knocked down in matches
Yep.
for 2.5 years.
Yep. And then they had.
And then
Karrion
he got
Kross
beat
do
up
it
by
in
literally what you would consider
seconds.
a jobber,
Yep.
right? When he was on the main roster before, Cross did nothing. So what you would consider a jobber. A lot of wrestling fans know that he's not, but we're talking about the ones that aren't on the internet, so half of them. Mm-hmm. To them, it's like, who's this guy and why is he beating up him?
Yep.
And that's what we're talking about. So either you have to be really educated in wrestling or you're not going to understand what's happening.
Right.
And a lot of us just think that everybody knows what happens on the indies.
Yes.
Like, oh, for GWE or whatever, oh, it's great. All those guys are great. They could just dominate WWE.
And they shouldn't. But
I'm just saying that, Nick Gage should be the world champion. He should beat Roman Reigns next weekend. Mm-hmm. And it's like, what?
right, because they think they're like these really big guys until you get them next to these really big guys, and then they're tiny little men.
Right.
It's really creepy.
Right, size isn't going to matter moving forward. By the way.
I know, and it'll be dumb.
It'll
piss people off.
And it's because it takes, and we get it. It's a, what would you call it? A sport that is scripted. A movie that is with athletes. I don't know how else you can describe what wrestling is, but it's not real.
Right.
And so you can have a little bit of it, like it does work. You can have Ricochet beat somebody because they're distracted. It does work.
Right.
By the way, Ricochet. I don't know if I said that one in my.
You did.
Oh, okay.
That was the first one you mentioned.
Right. Ricochet beating somebody that's a foot taller than him. Now let's put it in a real thing. If you saw Baron Corbin on the street and you went up and smacked his wife, what's he gonna do to you? He's probably gonna hurt you. If you did it to Ricochet, there's nothing he can do.
Yeah.
He could get loud. He could call the police. But there's nothing physically he could do to you. I mean, as a woman, he wouldn't do it.
Right.
So I'm talking to you, it sounds like. But I'm talking to the men out there. And to men, there's nothing he could do. He could try to fight you, but he'd just get hurt. Mm-hmm. Same thing with Johnny Guevara. And there's a lot of those NXT guys.
He meant Gargano, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, whatever his name is.
Well, I know you meant Gargano because people are talking about it.
Right.
Like JVD says, I bet Gargano returns to Raw is what he's saying.
Right, yeah. And that could be a big mistake.
Yeah.
But if they use him correctly, it'll work. He can wrestle the likes of Ricochet. He can wrestle the likes of Chad Gable. Mm-hmm. And those guys. Tommaso Ciampa.
All those guys. Why not?
And let him fight for years and years and years to get that
Intercontinental.
Ali, yeah, Intercontinental U.S. Championships.
Mm-hmm. Ayla says, thought I joined in what? Ravi says, that guy reminds me of Apollo. Jay Lethal. Yeah, he does kind of have the same physique. P-Cola says JVD knew you'd come. Ravi says running with the kids. JVD says, what up, P-Cola? It was like, not with them. I ran after them. Turds, all of them. Ravi says, oh, Ayla getting rinsed by the kids. Vindicator says, just buy a wheelchair, Ayla, and you can chase the toddlers while sitting and sipping on some cough tea. Ayla's like, yeah, tea. Ravi says,
Britt Baker's out there.
Are on the line. It was the TNT Championship, the women's belt, and
then we'll have the Ring of Honor World Championship.
The Ring of Honor World Championship. That's it.
Takanashi or whatever his name is going up against
Claudio. Claudio, whatever his last name is.
Castagnoli.
Yeah. Vindicator says, on some tea. I freaking hate typos. Pico says, I'm happy Lacey Evans is off TV. Give her back the Southern Belle gimmick. Vindicator says, right. I'm happy too, Picola, to the fat Lisa. Ravi says, Ayla is down with the kids. Picola says, geez, man, those IWC people and their piss poor opinions. Ha ha.
Right.
Vindicator says, Lacey will be fine, though, after a better character revamp. Film says, Wardlow won. I am back getting a snack. Yes, Film. He did win and retained his championship.
He did win, but then he lost the war.
Yes.
He won the battle, lost the war.
And then he was attacked immensely by 3 dudes and never got help.
Well, 2.5. Although one of those two was
okay, so
1.5.
1 giant and 2 little men.
Right. There's a big shoulder block
Jamie
there
Hager
by Jamie Hager.
I'm so glad she leaves her hair down because I have a feeling if she put her hair up, she might have ears that kind of stick out a little bit.
Nothing wrong with ears.
No, not really.
They're better to hear with.
I think Ayla has that problem too.
With ears?
Mm-hmm. But they kind of have this problem.
She doesn't have that.
She doesn't?
I think it's just the top.
Oh, that's right. Maybe it's just the top one. I think Jamie Hager has
She
more
got
of a
that,
problem.
I think, from April. I think April has ears like
has
that,
an
too.
ear that's all kind of funky.
But I'm not 100% sure. I don't know.
I don't know. But I'm pretty sure Jamie Hager might have ear problems.
I think there's nothing wrong with ears that do weird things.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it,
weird,
but I think that's why she wears her hair down all the time. Because you never see her with her hair up, like at all. Like she never puts her hair back.
She needs to put her hair up in a pony.
She never puts her hair up. She never pulls it away from her face, really, or anything like that. So I have a feeling she doesn't.
So Toni Storm is out there also, by the way.
It's
I
probably
did not
like
notice
Jessica
that.
Simpson's character in that show.
Yeah, the Employee of the Month.
Yes, that one. That.
Speaking of Jessica Simpson, we've got
Jamie Hager.
Tony on the outside.
And Toni Storm is out
Yeah,
there.
that's the one. Tony.
Ravi's like, Wardlow's a great wrestler. Vindicator says the whole debate would not matter much if they brought back the Cruiserweight Championship.
They're not.
The size debate.
It's just not Triple H's bag. He didn't like it. I don't think he likes the separation.
He likes the separation, but on his terms. He just likes to separate anybody who's littler than him. He likes to make sure they get a full chance and get all the championships.
He's a huge human. That's a lot of dudes.
It is. Every single guy he pushes or has pushed in NXT were smaller than him. Not one of them were bigger or the same size as him. Not one.
Right.
Name me one that he pushed that we have seen and have gone over to AEW.
I don't know when he took over, so I can't. But I mean, obviously the Shield went through there.
Yeah,
all three of those guys
had anything to do with them.
I mean, obviously Seth Rollins is smaller than him, but John Moxley and Roman are bigger, not strength-wise.
Right. Vindicator says size.
That's like putting Andre in there or the Big Show and saying anybody under him is gonna get a push. So everybody but Omos. Yes.
Right. Ravi, but that would be different, right? So that would be pretty much inclusive to all people, all of them.
Right.
But if you look at Triple H and you put him against every guy that he pushed that all of a sudden left and went to AEW because of whatever Vince did that they didn't like, they were all way smaller than Triple H. Way, way, way tiny. Ravi says Jamie Hager has shit music. That's very nice.
Yeah.
People is like, you don't like EDM?
Is that a person?
I don't know. Ravi's like, Thunder bet she botches. Vindicator's like, Talitha, do you like the AEW women title belt more now than when Riho wore it? So it's Okay, so when Riho wore it, it was cute and little because, I mean, it fit her, right? She was cute and little.
It was very goofy.
And stuff, but once you took it off her and put it on any other wrestler, like Io Shirai, or not Io Shirai, but Hiroko Shida.
Right.
And then you put it on Britt Baker, like, it was so awkwardly small.
It was
that
tiny.
It just didn't fit. So, yes, I'm very pleased with how they put the women's belt and brought it a lot bigger than it was. So it does look a lot better. Ravi says EDM, a lot of the music sucks.
Never heard of them.
EDM is music. Chris says sexy Jamie Hayter. Oh, there's Chris. I was wondering where he was at. Ravi's like, if you want decent house music, check out Defected Classics and some old Heed Candy albums from early 2000. Okay, that's interesting. Stepib Walk is in the chat and says Daniel Bryan is short. People don't view him as such.
It just depends. There's different types. I mean, the internet people like him, but that's not the people we're talking about. We're talking about more of the people that aren't online. And if they are online, it's just to watch, like, how-to videos on YouTube. Right. They don't have Twitters or any of that stuff. I'm talking about those people.
Right.
And they're not huge Daniel Bryan fans. That's why Daniel Bryan gets booed at live events. Mm-hmm. Although, that Yes gimmick, there was nothing better. Especially, like, the Giants were on the run for championships. They were in, like, 10, 12, and 14 or whatever. And they did the Yes chants. The whole crowd, the players, like, it was very popular around that time.
Vindicator says Travis with Claudio Casanova being a big guy, he probably won't return to WWE either, huh?
Not anytime soon. I think these guys all sign like 3, 4, 5-year contracts. A lot of people don't understand that. Like, some of these guys sign long-term deals.
Some of them did. Yeah, and I wonder if they're kicking themselves now.
Well, yeah, obviously. Like Adam Cole isn't leaving till like 26 or 27 or something.
He's going to be an old man. He can't go back. Piccolo says, nah, I'll take your word for it. To Ravi, and Ayla says, I hate people with ears. And Piccolo says, if you want some real rock, check out Nickelback's. Such good shit.
Nickelback.
Ravi's like, oh, do you like Nickelback? Ravi, nobody likes Nickelback.
Why? I don't still understand. You guys say it all the time. Why don't people like Nickelback? I don't get it. Is it like a cliche thing?
It's like Bono. Nobody likes him either.
Oh, which is horseshit, because I think U2 sold as many albums as the Beatles.
Mm-hmm. JVD says, people with ears are weird. I know, right? The indicator's like, but why, Ayla? You never talk for them to hear you, LOL. It was like I have two different ears. April and I have the same deformed top ears.
Everybody.
I have an elf ear and a folded ear.
Everybody has.
Though I'm deformed.
Everybody has 2 ears that are different.
It was like Oz has 2 different ears too, but his are starting to unfold, if that makes sense. Which is actually kind of cool, and yeah, it kind of does a little bit. Because he's growing, so I guess it might push him out. JVD says, Ayla, can you get disability for that? And he looks like, I don't know, I should try. JVD's like, you should. Vindicator says, Keith Lee, Samoa Joe, and Karrion Kross are bigger than Triple H. Oh, wow, you named 3 guys. Samoa Joe isn't really a Triple H guy.
Come on, you think they're bigger than Triple H? The game was like 6'3", 6'4", 206.
Oh, yeah, Keith Lee is bigger than him, all right.
Not taller. Nowhere near.
He was taller.
But he might have outweighed him, but there's no way Karrion Kross is bigger.
He sure eats more.
And then who was the other guy?
Right.
Who was the other guy?
Oh, Karrion Kross.
I said that one.
Karrion Kross isn't bigger than Triple H.
So just the 2?
Samoa Joe, Karrion Kross, and Keith Lee.
And Samoa Joe's not very tall. I think he's only like 5'11".
And once again, he's more of a Keith Lee type physique.
And maybe that's what they're talking about, just weight-wise. Maybe, and yes, they probably both outweighed him.
But, I mean, in all reality...
1, 2... Thunder almost had her right there.
Almost. It says, I can hear fine, though. That's good. Chris says, I like...
That's not going to help your case.
No.
For disability.
It just makes it worse. You're supposed to say you can't hear because your ears are weird.
Like you can't hear things coming from above you. What? We're talking about disability, right?
Oh, jeez Louise. Oh, jeez. See, you thought I was mean.
Nobody's being me. We're just talking about getting disability.
Travis just nails it right home. He's like, you have bad ears? Well, if they're folded down, you can't hear from above, can you? Do things echo? Sorry. Anyways, we're watching a women's match with Jamie Hayter. She's at least bringing it to Thunder Rosa, as should happen.
Oh, brainbuster on that one, if you guys weren't paying attention.
Old Thunder the one it's over.
Aubrey is the referee also.
Chris is like, I like Liv turning heel because I think she's so sweet and innocent, and when the fans boo her, she will show her true colors. Right, Chris? She'll go cry in the corner.
I honestly think they were turning Ronda heel with how she treated the referee and Liv after the match. You know, she attacked him.
Yeah.
But then how she was getting booed last night, I think they just took it. They're like, okay, you're going to be the heel and Ronda's still going to be the baby face.
Oh, fuck.
Because they still have her listed under the internal roster as a face.
Oh, jeez.
Ronda.
JVD says, well, don't let them know that, LOL. It was like, haha. And Pico was like, that's part of the scam, right? It was like, plus I have stretched earlobes, so I'm a freak, I guess. You did that part to yourself. The other part is just probably a genetic defect. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, my God. Defect.
I'm kidding.
It's like that one show. It could be when you were a baby, they just didn't pick you up. There's a roll-up, fruit roll-up. She won with the fruit roll-up.
Oh, Thunder won with a fruit roll-up on Hayter. And now she's crying about it. What a loser.
Oh, Britt Baker and Tony Storm on the outside. Tony just got kicked in the teeth. Britt Baker's something else.
Go Britt. And then she got attacked for her troubles. Why is she wearing a, conductor's uniform, if she's at the circus?
Or in the band?
I don't know. But poor Hayter got in a fruit roll-up pinned, and then Thunder Rosa cried about it, which I don't understand that part at all. This crying crap really bothers me.
Who's crying?
She started freaking crying. She literally just started crying.
Ugh.
She, was in the... See, she's still fucking doing it. I'm crying. Let me go have tacos. Seriously.
What
Come on,
fuck?
girl. She has a show where she eats tacos with people. I can say that. She probably goes and has tacos to make herself feel better. It's fine. Most women do. I had tacos today to make myself feel better. See?
No. Where'd you go?
What do you mean, where'd I go?
I remember you bringing a bag home, but I don't know.
Did you watch me eat it?
No.
Of course you didn't, because you're like, I don't care what you do.
Why would I watch somebody eat? Just...
So you knew I was
Oh,
eating?
you have food? No, you had a bag.
Yes,
And you took it in the other room.
And I sat there, right there, and ate them. And you were on the couch the whole time.
I was on the couch.
I ate tacos.
I don't remember being on the couch.
Oh my God, you're so weird. What did you have, You have dementia? Do we have a problem? Did you have a stroke today and I don't know it?
Both my hands were.
Are you sure?
I don't smell toast.
Pretty sure half your face is not working.
Which half?
I have no idea. The right half.
Boo.
It says, plus I have straight... Oh, I read that. Chris says, Cross is back, baby. Did you see Scarlett?
We did.
Yep, she
Couldn't
was
miss
out
her.
there last night.
I like the wings. I was freaking out.
It was like, Travis, it's a thing. No one likes Nickelback. If you do, you keep that secret. You keep that secret to the grave. As Film says, it's
That's
armpit
weird.
time. I love my Thunder Rosa. Robbie says, oh, Ayla is a super freak. Film says, armpit time. Ayla's like, people will harm you if they find out. JVD's like, Ayla laughing. Robbie says, Paul would have your eye out with that nose. Film's like, I love my Thunder Rosa, and let's go Thunder. Robbie says, Film, are they better than D's? Parker Curry's in the chat. Hey, Parker says, hey, I have a question. When will Braun Strowman be back on WWE again? Didn't he start his own wrestling place?
Yeah, I don't know what is going on with him and his stuff that he's doing right now, but as soon as they can, I would assume he'll bring back some old wrestlers and work out deals with some other ones. I'm just hoping the Fiend comes back, and then I'll just be happy and shut up.
Right? JVD's laughing. Robbie says, D's such a bully. I'm not the one You said it. Travis said it.
I didn't say anything.
Yeah, you did. You said that she couldn't hear from above. That's bullying. Film says, hello, Robbie, what D's armpits are you talking about? I don't know, Film. What? Robbie's like, the hole in Ayla's ears are big enough to fit a Starbucks cup through it. Ayla's like, no, they're not, Robbie. JVD's laughing. Chris is like, LLD. And Ayla says, maybe a shot glass. I don't know. Never tried. How about you don't? Don't stretch them out more than they already are. You'll be unhappy. Robbie says Dia is going to cry because they keep crying. LOL. Ayla's
yeah, don't
like
cry about them crying.
3/4 of an inch. Maybe not a shot glass. Film's like, Robbie, who D? I will make this clear. We know we have a Miss D, but what other D are you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's so many wrestlers named that. Especially women wrestlers. Weird. I've decided to name a new heir.
I'm your heir.
I'm going to name my daughter.
You're just a brother.
The dragons really like her. And then she's going to give birth to a guy, and then he's going to give birth to a crazy king, and then they're all a bunch of crazies.
Yeah. Lots of crazy. They should put Jade Cargill on here. Not to defend it, just come out and talk shit.
She should talk shit. Because she's that bitch.
I wonder if Ethan Page is going to be with her.
I don't know.
Because the guy,
he went with
Anne Hathaway's brother.
Yeah, Kenneth Hathaway.
It's not Kenneth, but
I
yeah.
have no idea, but his name should be Kenneth. Ayla says, I'm not going bigger. They have been the same size for 10 years. Exactly.
Darby and Brody.
And the Darby's at the Quake at the Lake. Lucha Brothers versus Andrade, El Idolo, and
Quake
Rush.
at the Lake.
And the TBS Championship, Jade Cargill versus Madison Rayne.
Nothing wrong with that.
John and Chris going at it.
It's basically your main event anytime the Madison Rayne's on TV.
I have no idea who she is, but she looks like a dumb whore.
Wow.
Robbie says, Darby, go on, lad. He won't be on until Quake at the Lake, my friend. Right now, it is your main event for the Battle of the Belts.
Yeah. Oh, this is that Takeshita.
Yes.
Takeshita. Takesha.
Yes.
Like the singer.
Kenosha.
Takesha. I spelled it
Takesha.
way wrong.
Yes.
Take a shit.
There you go.
Takeshita. Takeshita.
All right, Pico
Good
says,
thing he
so
wasn't
this
in
was
my
a
high school
fast
classes.
Flipping hour. Yes, very quick with these little quick ones, right?
If he was in my classes, I used to get up and read the people's names out loud.
Why would you do that?
Nah. Teacher's pet type.
Ew.
Teachers didn't like me because I talked too much. So I always had to do brownie point things. But anyways, yeah.
You'd be like, that guy,
Oh, I would have said it.
he's here.
So we had this girl in our class. Her name was Melissa Pusey. And it's spelled just like it sounds. Pussy. And so I had to get up. And I'm like, and I'm reading and I get to her name. And I'm like, and she's like, it's Pusey.
And you're like, are you sure? Are you sure that's how you say it?
I'm like, I just stopped him like, it's Pusey. I'm like, it's not
Nobody ever pauses with my name. They just spout it out all stupid. It don't matter. They're like, I'm confident that this is how you say it. No, bitch, that's not how you say it.
Dale the A.
You know, Dalthea, Delethea.
We got Claudio in there with the worst entrance music in the history of the sport. Maybe.
Oh my god, it sounds like
Like a video game kind of?
that one music What is it? That's just silliness. JVD's like Melissa Pussy. P-U-C. Oh, he spelled it P-U-U-S-Y. P-U-C.
P-U-C. Yeah, it wasn't spelled out.
He spelled the P-U-C as P-E-W-S-I-E. Robbie's like, LOL, that sounds like hold music. Oh, no. They sped it up, though. It's like hold music that was sped up. And, like, tried to put it into rock form. It's really bad. Really bad. Anyways, we're underway with the grappling.
Claudio.
They're holding hands. Now they're hugging.
Oh, got him in a side headlock.
It's really nice. He's like, I really like you. In an unfriendly way.
We could be friends. Rolls through and around, grabs him from behind.
And then
another side headlock.
And then gives him a different type of hug. He's like, oh, I like it when you put your hand on my hip. So nice.
All I want to see is the spinneroonie.
He's like, let me hold your hand. Let me hold your hand. La, la, la. Oh, let me hold your other hand.
I want to hold your hand.
Oh, and he's like,
Some
oh,
Beatles.
Look. He did that move that girls do when they're like, take my panties off.
The hip lift.
The hip lift. He did the old hip lift versus Claudio. That's his name now.
That's not a hall path. You know what I miss the most? The old hip lift.
The old hip lift. Bobby says that tune is famous. Nadula's in the chat. Hey, Nadula says, oh my gosh, I really don't feel the music from Claudio's theme song.
No, it's terrible.
It makes me want to stuff my ears full of cotton because I feel like they just got raped. It's like ear rape music.
Is that what you do after you get raped? Is just stuff things full of cotton?
I think so. I don't know. Thankfully, I've never had that happen. So
The old rape kit. Cotton.
Ayla would not survive. I don't like the feel of cotton. Balls. Robbie says, DL, we don't want to hear your secrets in the bedroom. Hold my hand. Oh my God, this is the match that's happening.
It's
They're literally having
what he's talking
dance.
about is Walk Hard. The devil's music. It's about holding hands.
Ugh, gross. JVD says, what y'all have for dinner? Okay, I haven't had dinner yet. I had queso birria tacos earlier today.
She had a quesadilla.
1. No, queso.
I had
cheese.
the white broccoli, cauliflower.
The white broccoli. Opposed to the green broccoli.
I couldn't think of what it was called. And some cabbage. But they call it something else also. Brussels sprouts.
Mini cabbages.
And salmon.
Oh, good. I didn't smell it, so you must have sat away from me for that.
I sat on the couch and ate it.
That's why. That's what it was. See? See? So I didn't have to smell it.
No, Argus was laying in front of my chair.
Ayla says Robbie is jealous he's not in your bedroom. That's disgusting, Ayla. Ew. Ayla's like, I had food from a local place in my town.
Did you go... Who was that?
Ayla.
Did you go to that new place that just opened? The Mexican place there where
She had
Uncle Jim's was?
cheeseburger, tater tots, and a cherry Coke. You know for sure she went to the drive-in.
That was not said out loud. How am I supposed to know what she eats? Just guess.
JVD said, I had lemon pepper, rotisserie chicken, and rice.
Good,
Yum.
Good stuff. Rotisserie.
And then Ayla said, a cheeseburger, tater tots, and a cherry Coke.
Yeah, Ross Park.
You're not supposed to say it out loud. Now people know. Ugh. What are you trying to do? Get us in trouble? Have people swat us? Travis.
I don't even know what swat us means.
People call the police on you for whatever. Saying that you're doing illegal activities. Robbie says, Ayla, go
Somewhere
on.
in this city, something illegal's happening.
Robbie says, Ayla, go on, lass. Treat yourself. Don't beat yourself. Would you ever want to meet yourself? Are you okay? Did you watch Parks and Rec? They have Treat Yourself on there. You should watch it. There's a guy on there that reminds me of you.
Uncalled for.
No, it's not. It's totally
Everything's
true.
uncalled for.
JVD says, nice, and Ayla's like, oh, burn, Ravi, haha. Ayla's like, no, Travis, I went to the drive-in. I knew you'd know where I went by my order. I fucking knew, bitches. We all knew. We fucking know. Now, if you would have said Space Burger, I would have even known that.
Nobody likes those.
They're kind of gross, personally.
It's just a normal loaf of bread, and so it makes it like really thin, and then it falls apart. They need to use like a bun or something.
I guess. I don't know, but I find them absolutely disgusting.
I love
personally.
them. Well, and then it's ground
fan.
hamburger with cheese in it, so it's not like a hamburger in there.
It's not a patty.
But they're still good. You can put a lot of barbecue sauce in it. Barbecue sauce will make any meat taste better.
Ew, no.
There's not one meat that it won't. Fish, maybe. I don't know.
I was going to say, you want to put that shit on your fish? Maybe a certain barbecue sauce, maybe. But no. I don't think so. That'd be kind of gross, too. Films like Madison Rain acknowledge her.
Yeah.
Acknowledge the TBS Women's Champion.
Is she the one that's married to the ring announcer in TNA that used to be, his name's Josh something. He used to,
Films the rest of his stuff. Anyways, film announcer guy.
Yeah, he was the ring announcer for TNA, TNT, TNA. What's that other one? Impact.
Oh, that one.
I think his name's Sean. Anyways, he was on, or Josh something. He was in WWE for a while.
Oh, was he? Robbie's like, yeah, D, don't say it out loud.
But he married one of their knockouts, and it's one of the pretty ones, and I think it might be that one.
Vindicator says Claudio Casserole seems to be wrestling a little slower like Bryan Danielson since joining ROH AEW. Speaking of which, maybe you should make some of that this weekend, Talitha. Good old casserole. You know what, Vindicator? Probably not. Tomorrow would have been my mom's 78th birthday, and I was thinking about making stuff that my mom would really like, and casserole probably wasn't on the list of things she enjoyed. I was thinking more along the lines of fried potatoes and Uncle Fred hamburgers.
Stew.
Yeah, she liked that, but I don't like that, so I can't eat that. Nadula says, I have rice, chicken tofu, and beans. Is the chicken tofu,
like
or
on
do you have
purpose?
Chicken and tofu?
I don't even know what tofu is.
It's soybeans mushed up into a weird brick that looks like cream cheese. It's kind of creepy, actually. It's a little weird. But I mean, hey,
Are you a vegetarian?
Maybe they are. I don't know why it would be called chicken tofu, though, because if that's the case, why aren't you just eating chicken? Anyways, Ayla says, Ravi knows where you live now. Watch out, Talitha. If you start finding drool on your pillow, it's Ravi's. That's kind of gross. Films like Ravi, if you're talking about DMD's armpits, then no, I don't like hers. In my honest opinion, I see her as a friend, not a girlfriend. Ravi's like, I met myself. I'm a nice fella. Oh, that's awesome, Ravi. Did you meet yourself in therapy when you went to the Looney Bin? That's really sweet.
He works with doctors.
Vindicator's like, yes, Jade is awesome film. Ayla says, I don't like space burgers, but I like their ice cream. I know, right? Their chocolate ice cream is like the best soft serve ice cream.
And then you have vanilla, which is better. Because
they're both together are the best. Like the swirl is my go-to. Right. A large cone in a cup.
We used to go there as kids, and they would give us smalls, and they were like that tall.
They're not that big anymore. It's sad.
And I'm like, what?
Their larges are not even that big. I hate it.
And you'd have to get a cup because they were too big, and then you drop it in there and then eat it with a spoon.
Yeah, because I can't lick them fast enough. Like they expect you to have brain freeze.
I can eat ice cream without brain freeze.
Like they're like, you want some brain freeze? Here you go. Yum! It makes my piercing very cold. It makes it kind of frozen.
You're like...
It's like frozen. It's like, oh my god, that's really painful. It's cold.
Takeshita just running back and forth.
Ew!
Big lariat.
There was a little bit of action, and then he fell down and took a nap.
Oh, they better cheer every time the action stops. Indie wrestling is so exciting.
Film says, Vin, thank you for agreeing with me. I totally appreciate it. Robbie's like, oh, Ayla, good luck on that. It would take me 14 hours to get to D Yard.
Might take longer than that.
Yeah. It'd probably take a lot longer because you would have to find a flight, which might take a few hours, and then get on said flight, and then maybe be able to fly across here if you had a passport. I don't know, dude. That might be a little bit longer than 14 hours.
All that to drool on a pillow.
Just to drool on a pillow. I'll just go drool on it. It's fine. JVD is like, Dalitha, watch, make sure your curtains and blinds are closed and lock your doors and windows.
For the
It was like, yeah, I'm telling her in the future about the drool. Robbie's small enough he could crawl under the door. Just creepy.
He's like Santa Claus.
No, like the weirdos in those creepy, scary movies. JVD's like, Ayla laughing. Robbie's like, Ayla, put your drool in a cup and drink it. Ew. JVD's like, Dalitha, you might want to put out mouse traps then. I do have
The
those.
sticky traps.
The sticky ones. Nadula says chicken and tofu. Oh, that makes more sense. I get that. That makes sense.
Yummy.
Using chicken and tofu, 2 different proteins. I could see that. A lot of people do like tofu, soybean blocks. You can like.
There it is! Spin-a-rooney!
Oh,
So
no.
Takeshita obviously doesn't like it. Look at his. Oh, he's holding his head.
He's like,
He's trying to stay centered.
Get dizzy and will throw up.
1, 2. He kicks out.
Hila says, that's an odd request. Strange kink, Ravi. Ravi's like, it's mystery meat. Ayla says, is that what short guys call their privates, mystery meat? Oh my God. Ravi says, all Ayla is saying for you to drink it. And Phil's like, hello, Picola. How's it going, Frank? Good to see you. And Ayla's
Another
like, yeah,
European uppercut.
I know what you're asking me to do. It's strange.
Oh, Takeshita with a big foot.
You guys are terrible. Bobby says, Ayla, you should know you seem like you want to sample.
1, 2, and 3. No, we almost had a new Ring of Honor World Champion. Takeshita's so close. Why is Takeshita getting pushed every week? I just thought of that. He was getting pushed not too long ago. Didn't he wrestle John Moxley?
I thought so. I think he wants to win the Ring of Honor because he's really from New Japan and stuff. And
he couldn't win it there, so he came here to win one of their secondary titles.
I guess. I have no idea what's happening.
Half of these announcers have been on there for hours. This whole crowd's been there for like 10 hours.
They've been there forever.
They did the original show, then they did Dark, they did Rampage, and now they're doing Belts. The Battle of the Belts.
Yeah.
All those in one night.
So strange.
It's like, make a day of it.
Ayla says, no, I'm just curious. You're like one of the animals at a zoo. People just want to stare.
Oh, shit.
People's like, hey, film,
Like
Saturdays.
a Gort Buster, but into the face.
What does that really mean?
Oh,
He
God,
got
he
him.
almost hurt
Is he gonna
himself.
pin him?
Surprised he didn't break his neck right there.
Yeah, he landed all funny on him, didn't he? Like in a really
He landed
weird
on with
way.
his head on his body. That's it. That's all that hit. Look at that. That was an interesting move. But that,
Ugh.
like,
He's like,
might
I
have.
forgot to jump farther. My bad. Nadula says, do you think Chris Jericho is going to interfere this match between Claudio and Konosuke?
No. Jericho's going to be wrestling on Wednesday, so there's no reason for him to get involved.
Yeah. Robbie says, I don't want to drool on your pillow when I have my own at home. I think you want to drool on my pillow, Robbie. You totally want to drool on it, don't you?
Oh,
It's like
shit.
how Robbie all embarrassed.
1, 2, 3. No!
Oh, he got out of it.
Takeshita.
Vindicator says, this New Japan guy is there with Claudio. Looks a little like Elias. LOL.
Right? Same kind of outfits.
Film says, yeah, I know what Saturday is. It means no working. Robbie's like, I'm embarrassed for you, Ayla. And Film says, Pico, who will win in their hairy armpit matches. Old Jade Cargill or Rebel. And Ayla says, same, Robbie, I feel for you, buddy.
1, 2.
Film's like, let's go Cesaro or Claudio in the AEW world.
Claudio
Robbie's like, Film, I
Castagnoli.
think you would win. Film's like, Robbie, win what? The lottery?
Didn't somebody in Michigan win like $1 billion?
Hey, did they win that?
Yeah, they won $1.4 billion.
So they did win
One
it.
ticket.
I was wondering if they did. Was that on Wednesday or Saturday?
It was before the UFC thing, so whenever that was, because they were talking about it on the deck.
So they won it.
So it would have been a Wednesday, because that was a Saturday when we had people over.
When
Big clothesline.
When did I go to the whatchamacallit place? Why does he have a sticker on the bottom of his shoe?
Maybe they're new.
It's weird.
Maybe he stepped on a sticker coming down to the ring.
It's strange.
Maybe it's a flag of the country he's from.
The liquor store. What day did I go to the liquor store? Was that?
That was a while back, yeah.
No, it was like the day before. Was it Friday before we did our show?
Like yesterday? Are you talking about a week
No,
ago?
before the UFC. Like last
yeah,
weekend.
probably.
I think it was.
Yeah, because you guys were going to drink here.
Yeah.
And you were doing Jello shots.
Yeah.
No, it could have been way before that. It could have been even on Tuesday or something.
I don't think I went. I think I went.
Because you made those early. You didn't make those the day of.
I made them the night before.
Right, but you had the alcohol already. Picks him up, drives him down. There's that brain buster.
I got it that day and put it in the freezer. Because otherwise I would have just put it in the fridge.
1, 2, 3. No!
Oh, he
Claudio
didn't win.
Castagnoli. Just kicked out.
I was just wondering, because they were talking about the tickets that day when I went in there. They were asking, hey, do you want to buy the tickets? And I was like, no. And they're like, are you sure it's like a blah, 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 blah? And I was like, yeah, no, that's fine. Maybe if it's still there by Wednesday. But it wasn't, I guess. I guess somebody did win it.
Yeah, like $1 billion. Well, 1.4. So they're going to get like 700 million. That's like a massive amount of money.
That was like I think that was like the biggest one.
It has
I
to
don't
be,
think
yeah.
it's ever been that big before. Anyways, Nudula says, if Claudio loses this match, then he will be the shortest ROH world champion, but I don't think that will happen.
It'd basically ruin your life. It'd almost be the worst thing that could possibly happen to you.
Yeah.
Besides getting paralyzed. It'd be right on par with that, though.
Win, oh, Jesus. Like, stomp on
700
the
million
roll
just
off of
without earning it?
Yeah, I don't know how you, oh,
Whoa!
Jesus.
Takasha, I think he hurt his neck right there. No, the referee stopped counting for some reason, but he almost had him right there.
But Claudio supposedly got out of it, which was really weird. I didn't see that.
This match has been over 18 minutes so far.
Vindicator says, but since I know the spoilers for this match, I will head out and see you guys in 48 hours. Take care.
Cheater.
Make your mom happy with your cooking, Talitha. Tell Leopold I said hi and have a good night.
Have a good one.
All right, thanks, Vindicator. No spoilers. It was like, and the IRS took way more than half, right?
Yeah, they'll take away half. Damn, I think he landed on his head.
I think he's supposed to look like he lands on his head.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Robbie's like, thanks for carrying Ayla. Film's like, haha, Robbie, just kidding, you know. I'm not a woman. If I was a woman, I would win all the hair pit matches all the time. Film wants to know Pico, Jade, a Rebel. And Robbie says Ayla would win, Film. And Ayla's like, ew. And Pico's like, so what's happening in the match?
We're just waiting for a winner. Both men are just laying there. Now they're going fisticuffs. So both men, center of the ring, punching each other.
There's a lot of, like, they
Oh,
almost
ducked
got
him.
each other, but
Castagnoli, big European spinning uppercut.
he needs people to get
Off that
involved.
second rope. There's a big clothesline. Step through. Elbows. Looks ridiculously weird.
That doesn't look real at all.
Picked him up. Spins him through. Big power bomb. 1, 2, 3. Claudio Castagnoli wins it. at 19 minutes
the ROH
and
Weird
51 seconds.
Congratulations. Poor Konosuke didn't win. I feel bad for him. Really bad for him. So bad. When his film's like, oh, Ravi, yeah, I would like her to grow her and matches around it. It was like, I have tattoos, and I'm an atheist. I think film would have a heart attack standing next to me. And Ravi's like, the IRS should have taken Ayla as well. Pico's like, what was the question, film? Kind of sleepy tonight. Ayla's like, oh, I read that like I would win film, as in film is my prize for winning whatever we're winning. Pico's like, oh, thanks. And he says, rubble. Film says, Ayla, you might want to go see Jesus for that one, just being honest. Atheist is bad. Film?
To be honest, it's not. I was listening to this thing about that. And atheists are more Christian than Christians because they do good because it's the right thing to do. Or a Christian will do good because they're supposed to do good because they want to be more like Christ.
Yes. And what are the lessons that we learn from Jesus? To be loving and inclusive of all, no matter what their religious preference or anything else about them are. Correct? Correct. All right, film. Ravi says to win Jade on TV next. No. Oh,
Wednesday.
For Wednesday for
She's
the
going up
Quake
against
at the Lake.
Rain. What was her first name?
Miranda?
No.
Madison.
Madison Rain.
That was close. It was an M.
Miranda Lambert. I don't know.
That lady. Anyways, film says, oh, nice pick, Piccola. Thanks for choosing. Nail says, I don't owe the IRS anything. Piccola's like, God, that was a snooze fest. This was a snooze fest. Rude, Piccola.
It was
the
a
spotlight on Claudio. Nah, it's not necessary.
A 20-minute match there at the end with a jobber. They can't do that.
No,
they've been doing it now 3 shows in a row, not counting Rampages because I don't know what their main events have been. They've had a jobber in their main event on the last 2 Wednesdays and now this one.
Yep.
From Daniel Garcia to
slow moving matches.
Who was last week?
Oh God, I forget because I don't like remembering. I don't know. I seriously can't remember. Garcia? Or
that was 2 weeks ago.
Oh.
And then last week, Wheeler Yuta.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And now we have Takeshita. All 3 jobbers that went 20-minute matches at the end of the show.
And they were
they cannot get ratings with that.
No.
It's not going to work. You can't build stars that way. No. It won't work because the matches are lasting too long and nobody knows who these guys are and they're not good. Like, you have to be good also. Yes. And they're not. And then Claudio isn't working the crowd and Takeshita wasn't working the crowd. So the crowd had nothing to go off of. Not to mention they had been there for fucking 4 hours or however long.
Claudio tried just a smidge though. I mean, but not enough.
But let's be honest.
He did a little bit, but not enough.
He's boring.
Yeah. Oh, but yeah. Like, at this point, he's like a Daniel Bryan, and I don't want to watch him. He used to not be that way, and now it's just like blah.
But anyways, you can't build stars by pushing them into the main event. You have to do it at the beginning of a show, in the middle of a show, and then show how good they are, especially on their mic skills and their character development. Then in the ring, and then all of a sudden you see how great they are. Then you want to see them in the main event. You don't put them in the main event, and then Daniel Garcia beat Daniel Bryan. Mm-hmm. And you definitely don't have him win it.
Well, and the reason why he won it is because, of course, Daniel Bryan shouldn't have been in there yet, and he got injured again.
Right. Well, it is what it is. But
what a dumbass. I mean, in all reality, he puts other wrestlers in danger by doing what he's doing. He's not just putting himself in danger, he's putting other wrestlers in danger, and that's not good.
Right.
Like, he needs to step back and take a little more accountability for his stupidity at this point.
Maybe he needs an accountability buddy.
He needs an accountability buddy.
Like a wife that cares about him.
Oh,
she's probably like, what?
She's like, you gave me babies, stupid dumbass. I'm not in love with you. I love this other guy who's dead.
Bear.
Fucking weird ass bitch.
His name's Bear.
Anyways, Robbie's like, Ayla, are you sure? Film's like, Jesus King is like, I'll die on the hill I believe in. Robbie's like, tell that Ayla film. Film says, bye, Miss D and Travis. Big hugs, big heart. See you guys Monday. I love you all. All right, bye, fam. Thanks for hanging out with us. Appreciate it. What are you doing?
That's what I was almost talking about.
Yeah, those are way too thick. You'll break it or ruin it.
Not that.
Robbie says, D, is Brian a risk taker?
I don't know what his... obviously, he's got an addiction to the extremeness, would be my guess. And so he doesn't drink, so he has to have it somewhere else.
Something.
And he doesn't care about his body or his family, would be my guess.
Just from his actions at this point in life. Pico says, okay, bye, y'all. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. You too, Pico. Neil says, Kay, you're free to leave what you believe in. Exactly. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out with us for this little hour of some AEW action of Battle of the Belts. It wasn't too many people. It was just the TNT
6.
Championship. Wardlow retained his. Thunder Rosa went up against Jamie Hayter. Thunder Rosa retained hers, which we all know is going to happen. And then, of course, Claudio against... Konosuke Takashi. Anyways, and of course, Claudio kept and retained the ROH championship.
So no titles changed.
No titles changed in any way, which we kind of figured would happen. Anyways, as Robbie says, all the best. God bless, right? God bless. All right, everybody. Thanks again for watching Wrestling Gab tonight. We appreciate each and every one of you. We'll see you on Monday.
All right, bye-bye. Thanks for watching Wrestling Gab.